Make a joyful noise, what? Unto. Now, that means this. If you're going to lift up something, you got to get underneath it. Come on, talk to me, somebody. Amen. It's the position of the person who's doing something that make it be lifting. And if you, watch this, you can pick it up. That's picking it up. But when you lifting it up, that means it got to go higher than you. Can I get a witness in here? So look what he says in verse 1. He said, make a joy. In other words, you ought to be happy about it. Amen. You ought to be jovial about it, to make a joyful noise unto the Lord. He said, all ye land. Amen. In other words, he's so powerful, it takes all of us to lift him up. He's so wonderful, it takes all of us to lift him up. And then look what he said. The more you lift me up, the more I'll draw you up out of what you may be in. So he says it like this. He said, when you said make a joyful noise unto the Lord, all ye land, then he says serve the Lord. Don't just make noise, amen, but stop sometime and let folks know where you get your energy from. You get your energy from serving the Lord, because when blessing goes up, praise go up, blessing will what? Come down. And Jesus said it like this, if I be lifted up, I'll draw all men unto me if you just lift me up. He said, serve the Lord with gladness. Look at these two words, joyful and gladness. It's a sad commentary when you can show up in church and put on your best Sunday clothes. Hello, amen, and did whatever you needed to do to look good, and then you don't have no joy. You sitting up in here mad. You sitting up in there frustrated. You sitting up in here broken. You sitting up in here downhearted. You sitting up in here, amen, angry. You sitting up in here with jealousy, envy, strife, and malice. This is the house of the Lord, and I want you to know he gives us some prerequisites as to how we ought to show up in this place. Can I get me a witness in here? Amen. We are in the world, but we are not of the world. We ought to be men and women with one agenda when we show up in this place. I wish I had a witness in here. That means this. I'm going to put aside I don't have enough money to pay my bill. I'm going to put aside that I don't feel so well. I'm going to put aside that my car not running right. I'm going to put aside that I don't have a job. I'm going to put aside, amen, my neighbor's not treating me right. I'm going to put aside all this other stuff, because this is the Lord's time. Amen. And this is what he said. Amen. He gave us, told us, be joyful when you come up in here. Amen. And serve the Lord with gladness. He says, serve the Lord. Amen. How in the world can I preach and I'm mad and I'm upset, I'm frustrated, I'm angry? Amen. I got frowns on my face. Amen. You don't want nobody to serve. A waiter come to your table and they, amen, got an attitude. You don't even want them to give you a glass of water. Come on, talk to me, somebody. Amen. So I want you to know we got to clean our minds out when it comes down to serving the Lord. He said, serve the Lord with gladness and come before his presence with what? Singing. That's praise. I wish I had a witness in it. That's what he said. He said, be joyful in verse 1. Then he said, amen, be glad and then be singing. Amen. That means this. You are so involved with Jesus, you don't see and hear some stuff that the devil is trying to do to you. You're so involved in lifting him up and giving him glory and praise because you are so happy that you're not going to let nobody, amen, turn you around. I wish I had me a witness in here. If you're sitting on a pew with somebody who is like a tick, amen, and a parasite is drawing all the blood out of you, amen. A tick, you know, it draw blood out of an animal. And you know, life is in the blood, right? So if there is something drawing blood from you, they drawing life from you and make you lazy and slothful, amen, and start making you think it's time for you to leave and you just got here. You don't feel right because they are drawing life from you, amen. But you got to have a well-made-up mind for your own self. Because think about it. When you were at home, we were in there with you. You had a mind to be in the house of the Lord. The question becomes, what happened to you since the time you left home and showed up here in church? You lost your purpose. You speeding to get to the church. Come on, talk to me, somebody. You were rushing to get to the church, threatening to leave somebody. If you ain't ready when I'm ready to go, you're gonna get left. I mean, you threaten. Then you show up in here, cross your leg, fall your arm, and sit there like a knot on the law. What in the world did you show up in here for? I want you to know you got to have a well-made-up mind. As for me and my house, I'm going to praise and serve the Lord. I'm not going to let you rob my joy. I'm not going to let you rob my praise. I'm not going to let you rob, amen, my activity in the Lord. I'm not ashamed to let you know that when I wave my hand, whether you see it or not, I'm still giving God the glory. When I holler, I want you to know you don't have to holler with me. I just want you to know I'm hollering because I feel like hollering. God gave me a voice to holler, and I'm going to make a joy for noise. It may not make no sense to you, but that's why he said a joy for noise. He can interpretate my hollering. He can know what I mean when I open my mouth. And that's why I don't care how you may feel about it, but I come to let the world know. I come to bless his name. I wish I had a witness in here.